So, guys, once again, welcome to my show in which we are talking on the different issues. Right now, we have picked the issue that is Hindu. So, today we are talking to Mr. Anup sir from KV ONGC. Sir, welcome to our show, first of all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say on this hot debated topics for a very long time.
My first question to you is, when you heard the word Hindu, what comes into your mind?
Actually, it comes to me that Hindu is a geographical term, okay? And many person doesn't understand that they relate it to the some religion actually, but it is not so. So what it is actually about? So it's a I think that you are talking about the dharma, Sanatan Dharma.
Exactly.
So here, Hinduism or Hindu Dharma actually, it is actually used to denote the eternal or absolute set of duties or religiously ordained practices incumbent upon all Hindus, regardless of class, कास्ट और सेक्ट. ये ब्रिटानिका का एक ये छोटा सा बात है. ब्रिटानिका का डिफिनेशन britannica.com से लिया गया हुआ. ठीक है. सो एक्चुअली में हिंदू जो है वो होता है जो सुबह से लेकर के शाम तक, रात तक, इवन जब वो स्लीपिंग टाइम में भी जो है अपने आप को वो खोज रहा होता है. अपनी इनर जो सेल्फ जो कि जो डिविनिटी है उसको वो एक्सप्लोर कर रहा होता है. अपने लाइफ में, लाइफ स्टाइल में मेडिटेशन, योगा, लिविंग का जो तरीका होता है, वे का तरीका होता है, वो उसको इनकॉर्पोरेट कर रहा है. सो इफ समवन इज प्रैक्टिसिंग ऑल दिस थिंग, दे कैन बी कंसिडर्ड टू बी हिंदू, whether he belongs to some other caste or sect, whatever it would be, he is practicing some other religion. But I think he is a Hindu.
Okay. So when you compare the Sanatan Dharma with the other religions like Abrahamic religion like Judaism, Christianity or Islam, what the difference you able to observe that?
There are many differences actually, and that's why it makes it is separate from the religion or the religion, okay? And that's why we say that it is a way of life, not a religion. So first of all, the Islamic Dharma, Islamic religion or whatever, Christianism, okay? These have some founder, okay? It starts from some Anno Domini, okay? We know very well. We know that if there are some founder, there is one particular book over here, okay? And there are some codes. They have to follow the codes, okay? They follow, okay? But here in Hinduism, there is not a single founder over here. Okay. We used to say that it is Brahma, okay? That it is Brahma, that he has created all the things. But actually, in what age, in what time it has been started, it is not known. And that's why the name Sanatan Dharma, it means that eternal. It starts when there was nothing, and it will continue till the end of the existence of our universe.
Okay. According to you, what is religion?
Religion is actually it is it's a code of some ethics, okay? It is actually followed by some person, okay, of any faith, and there are many meanings of it, okay? In some other religion, it has some other meanings, but in Hinduism, okay, if you are searching yourself if you are exploring your inner divinity, then that is your religion, okay?
My question to you is that, as you have said that Hinduism is all about searching yourself, means you have to be a seeker. If it is having such kind of open thought, then why it is not able to get spreaded out throughout the globe? Why Hindus are basically remain confined between India and Nepal? Why it doesn't get spread like other religions, like Abrahamic religions? Okay, still you are having wide population. When you see Christianity lies on number 1, Islam on number 2, and then Hindu after that, the Hindu. But apart from India, why it doesn't get spread? What lacks?
First of all, Hinduism does not support that it should be actually spreaded to some other sphere of the world, okay? it doesn't support. Okay, it in my view. Okay, there may be some other view. Okay, and second thing is that it is actually there are many factors due to which it gets separated. Any religion gets separated. Okay, so there might be some problem like a political reason might be. Okay, and some other things like our country is somewhat confined. Okay, many attackers came from outside. Okay, but very few came because of our Himalaya range. Okay, and we are actually surrounded by it from three sides. Okay, there is Arabian Sea, there is a Bay of Bengal. So almost we remained separate from the all over the world for a very long period of time. And I think that these might be the reason. Okay, and also one reason that I have told earlier, that we do not support that we should spread our thought to other person. Okay, if it is okay, but by any opening some offices like missionaries, like okay, they are opening everywhere in the whole world. We do not open our Hindu priest or whatever Hindu scholars. They do not go in that way.
Okay, my next question to you is, right now you are saying that there are many godmen come into Hindu religion, self-proclaimed gods, okay, and they are creating problems. But right now you have find that Asaram Bapu, Ram Rahim, many such babas and get involved in illegal activities. So my question to you is, why people used to believe these kind of self-proclaimed godmen?
It is just the darkness of mind, what I say. People here, they say that they are Hindu, but they are not actually practicing the Hindu thoughts or Hindu codes, whatever. They think they are Hindu. They do not know the how many chopais are there in the Hanuman Chalisa. They do not know what is called Upanishad. They do not know what is called what are there actually there. How many Veds are there? So there are many things they do not know, but they consider themselves as Hindu. But actually, they are in darkness. Okay, and this is why, due to ignorance, they fall into the trap of these self-proclaimed Baba or Guru or whatever God. Okay, they say some things, or they get trapped. They get easily trapped. I don't understand, but it is the ignorance of mind.
So according to you, it's just the ignorance of the people. That's why they're getting trapped in such kind of things.
Yes.
Okay, like have you heard that Hinduism talk about liberation? Okay, and rest of the religions are actually talking about heaven and hell. Okay, so to achieve that liberation, the best way is we should go for meditation or like something like that. Okay, but my question to you is, every religion, either all the Brahmic religion, they used to read their text, but in Hindu we never read our text, because I think less than 1%, even less than 0.1% Hindus who ever read Vedas. We always believe that Hinduism is just about Mahabharata or Ramayana. Why we don't study Veda? Don't you think it's our fallback?
It is a fallback from our side, actually. It is a fallback for the Hinduism. Okay, because the followers do not follow all these things. Okay, they should follow, and there are many ways to go for the salvation. And just like wisdom, okay, if you are getting knowledge, that's another type. Okay, if you are doing some charity work, that's another way. Okay, if you are doing practicing yajna or reciting some mantra, okay, or going into meditation form, okay. So there are many ways to get the salvation. So it is okay. Again, can you repeat the question? My
question is, as other religions, the children, people used to read their text. Like all of the Muslims, somehow or other, they used to read Holy Book Quran.
I got it.
Christian used to read the Bible. Why we are not reading our texts?
Yes. Actually, when first the Veda came, actually, okay, and it has been written, okay, from over a long period of time, and many sons wrote it, okay. Starting from Ved Vyas, okay. So it was in somewhat complex form. Sanskrit is a somewhat what I say that it's a somewhat complex language, and it's a very ancient language. But if we go through it, definitely we will be able to master over the language. So Veda, Purana, these are actually written in Sanskrit. Okay, so it is appearing somewhat foreign to us. Okay, the common person, they do not actually understand the inner meaning of it. Okay, so by later on Mahabharata, Ramayana came. Okay, it, for the easy understanding of the common people, but even still people are not able to understand the meaning of it because they are not desired to it. And I don't know, it is the attraction of the people towards the Western culture. Okay, and this is why they are forgetting their own culture, and this should not be occurring.
My next question to you is, many of the religious people, or in all the religions, they used to say that, suppose you are an atheist and you are doing lots of good things, but again, if somebody who is believer of God and is not doing that much good thing, but in the God's eyes, that second person will have a higher position. मतलब मैं कहूँ कि लोग ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर आप बहुत अच्छा इंसान हो, लेकिन और एथियस्ट हो, नास्तिक हो, आप ईश्वर को नहीं मानते, और दूसरा एक इंसान है जो ईश्वर के दिन रात चैंटिंग करता रहता है, लेकिन वो बहुत अच्छे काम नहीं कर रहा है, लेकिन ईश्वर की नजर में दूसरा इंसान ज्यादा ऊपर है क्योंकि उसके नाम ले रहा है. डू यू अग्री विद दिस स्टेटमेंट?
नो, ये कम्प्लीटली मैं इसके डिसएग्रीमेंट में हूँ. ठीक है, गॉड नोज एवरीथिंग, गॉड इज एवरीवेयर. Even at the particle, we are able to see the God. Even at the particle level, electron level, or whatever the smaller it be, God is everywhere. God is existing everywhere, and God is seeing what we are thinking. If you are doing some bad work, okay, if you are committing some crime, then He is observing it. He can easily find out the negative side of our mind. Okay, if you are chanting, it doesn't mean it's fake thing. It's just a showy thing, and God can easily identify it. God will not show mercy on that person. In the long term, He will be given a true lesson by our God.
Okay. Yes. Now my next question is, people, जैसे अभी आपने कहा कि God will give them a lesson. ठीक है. अब आप बहुत सारे हॉस्पिटल में चले जाओ, 4 साल 5 साल के बच्चे हैं, दे आर सफरिंग फ्रॉम ब्लड कैंसर और मेनी अदर सच डिजीजेस. व्हाई गॉड बिकम्स सो क्रूअल विद दीज चाइल्ड्स?
Why God becomes so cruel? Actually, what I say that in the Hindu mythology, it is told that whatever we have done in our previous birth, okay, we get the result of that in our present birth, okay, and we believe in the rebirth, okay, and this is why it is told that definitely that person has committed some problem, or belonging to him, a relative of him has committed some sins, okay, and that's why he's getting the such types of what I say, the result, okay, consequences from our government, our God side. So I think it is somewhat luck, and there are many things to explore actually. And I will say that I know all about the Hinduism, or even the scholar person, the most scholar person will not be able to say the true meaning of the Hinduism. Okay.
आप इस बात को मानते हो कि सब कुछ फिक्स है, जो लिखा है वही होता है?
Actually, there is one thing that it is true to some extent, but it is not totally true. Some God say that you have to, you should have, there should be urge in you to do something. Okay, if you have the urge, if you are doing, if you are trying, okay, then God will show mercy. God will try to make you achieve that person. Okay, that thing. But if you are not practicing, you are not trying, okay, and you are only thinking, you are chanting that please provide me, then God will not show mercy, because it is all the things are fake actually.
Do you think God can change the destiny?
God can change the destiny. Of course, God can change the destiny, but for getting God, for achieving the God, we have to go to the procedures or ethics, whatever, okay, and that is written in our Veda, okay, and for that, same thing, we have to practice, we have to do meditation, we have to go through a simple way of life, okay, and for that we have to try.
My
And
last,
if I try,
Hmm.
then definitely destiny will change.
my last question to you is, according to you, who is God or what is God?
God
How will
is
you define
everywhere.
God? How will you define God? God is
God
some
is
kind of
everywhere.
human-like entity or something divine or something else you want to define? So describe.
Okay. Actually, I read that in the Hinduism there are 4 or 5 sects. Okay.
Hmm.
So it is Panthi, Krishna Panthi. Okay.
Hmm.
There is one Panthi in which actually the people, the followers, they actually worship all the form of gods. Okay.
Hmm.
Durga, Kali, whatever. Okay.
Hmm.
And there is one form that is called Nirakar.
Hmm.
Nirakar means there is no shape of the God. So I believe that God has no shape. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Just for the concentration purpose, we make them look like a human being,
Hmm.
but actually it is not so. It is in my way, I will think that it is a form of energy, a vast form of energy.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure talking to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.